Hey guys! Do you love watermelon as much as I do? Since watermelon is one of my favorite fruits, I got inspired to create watermelon popsicle soap that is perfect as a gift. It's easy and fun to make, and you can create this soap for a lot of people at the same time. So let's begin. For this project you are going to need a popsicle mold, popsicle sticks, and white and transparent soap base. This is just a normal glycerin soap that I got from Amazon. You will also need green and red soap color. You can use food coloring as well, but it might stain, so be careful. And if you want to make the soap smell really good, you will also need a soap scent. I use melon scent that I got online. A measuring cup. I use Pyrex cup since I can be sure that it won't melt or break in the process. You'll also need rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle. For more information about it, check out the description box. This is optional, but you can also use poppy seeds for the watermelon seeds. And you will also need clothespins. Cut the transparent soap base into small pieces so that it melts quicker. Put it into your glass cup and then put it in the microwave on about medium-low heat until the soap has completely melted. When everything has melted, spray a little bit of rubbing alcohol to remove the bubbles. Then go ahead and add the red color. Add as many drops as you need to achieve your desired shade of red. If you have that, you can now add some scent to the soap. Make sure to mix everything very well. This part is optional, but if you would like to add something that looks like watermelon seeds, you can use poppy seeds. They are pretty small, but I think the result still looks really cute. Now pour the soap into the mold. If the soap has thickened a bit while you were adding the color and scent, I would recommend to put the soap back in the microwave before pouring it to prevent clumping. And then spray the top with some rubbing alcohol to remove the leftover bubbles on the surface. Pour as much red soap into the mold as you like. It all depends on how big you want the soap to be in the end, so experiment. If you added the seeds, but now a lot of them are swimming on top, you can use one of the popsicle sticks and remove them. Some seeds will still be on top, so make sure you don't add too much in the beginning. Then go ahead and add the popsicle sticks into the mold. Make sure you dip it halfway so it looks nicer. To secure the sticks, I used 2 clothespins that I pinned into each other like that. This is great if your pins are not big enough. Let it cool down for a bit, and in the meantime cut more soap into pieces for the next layer. This time we are going to need white soap base. Put it in the microwave and melt it as well. After that, add the scent if you want, and then add a little bit of green soap color. We want to make the white slightly green so it's not completely white. Let it cool down for a bit and make sure the layer of the red soap has a slightly thick surface. Then the next soap layer can't be too hot while pouring, since it will melt a hole into the surface and the soap will just sink through and you end up with something like this. But don't wait too long since layers might not attach. Then pour in the next layer and spray a little bit of rubbing alcohol on top. I would recommend adding just a thin layer of this color, as I found that it looked better in the end, but you can experiment so you find out which design you prefer. When the second layer is poured in, quickly make another darker green as the soap will cool down faster. Add a few drops of the green color and mix everything well. Pour a thin layer into the mold and don't forget to spray some rubbing alcohol on top when poured in. After that, add more green into the rest of the green soap. It will be probably pretty clumpy, so make sure to put it in the microwave to melt it again. Then spray some rubbing alcohol on top and pour another thin layer into the mold. This is going to be the last layer, so make sure to spray rubbing alcohol on top. By now you probably won't need clothespins, but be careful. Now you just need to let the soap stand still until it has hardened. I would recommend to wait at least 1 day to make sure you don't ruin the layers while pulling the soap out of the mold. For this part, press the walls of the mold to the outside to detach the soap. This way we create a little air pocket. You will notice it when the color has changed. This means the soap has pulled away from the mold. Then keep squeezing all around your mold to create more air pockets. I also pushed from the bottom and from each side, this way the air could move around the soap. And then you should be able to remove the soap from the mold. This is how it should look like. As you can see, the seeds didn't turn out very well this time, so keep that in mind that you have to be very careful with them if you want to add poppy seeds. I tried different designs for the green layers to make it look more realistic. First I added a lot of green layers, then added less. What version do you like most? And if you would like to give the soap to someone, you can add one of the popsicles into a plastic bag. Mine is for cookies and food. Then wrap around some gift ribbon in different colors. I used red and green and then added some curls with my scissors. Since the bag was a little bit big, I cut off the excess plastic, but this is optional. And you are done! And if you don't like how it turned out, you can always cut off the layers and melt them again. This way you won't really ruin the end result, since you can always try it again. I hope you enjoyed this DIY and found it helpful. Make sure to like this video if you did and to support this channel. And if you are going to recreate this DIY, make sure to share pictures with me on Twitter, Facebook or tag me on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to see more fun and easy DIYs in the future. Have fun everyone and see you soon!